What's up, guys? We're actually today we're making a bold move. I'm Barstool Mintzy, joined by Peyton Shotnier. We're interviewing a non-Ole Miss Rebel. Groundbreaking stuff today. So we're going from Peyton's one of his teams to his other former team, TCU. We got TCU star shortstop Anthony Silva joining us today. What's up, man? How are you? Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm doing great.
I did actually get a ton of hate, or not hate, but questions like, "Are we just going to stick with Ole Miss people?" I'm like, "No, it's just how it happened to be." But no, man, good to have you on here, bro. It's sick. It's fun watching you. It's weird not being able to play with you, but you know what I was already thinking about is you've had three different second basemen in your 3 years. Like you haven't gotten to gel with a single guy for more than a year.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like me and you gelled pretty good, but
We did. I just mean like you haven't got
yeah,
to like play with somebody for more than a year, but that's the way
yeah,
the sales world works now. TCU off to a hot start, bro. We're looking good. I think we're preseason ranked maybe 24, 25,
yeah.
like
20,
that.
20 something. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Coach is going to give you the old rankings don't matter. That doesn't mean anything speech, but it's still cool to look at. I think we're looking pretty good. How you guys feeling over there?
we're feeling great. Got Southern Miss tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday, so we should do pretty well. They're a good ball club. I think they just got ranked this week, so I think they're 22. They came off a good weekend, and I think they just played Ole Miss also on Tuesday.
Yeah, they did.
They lost to them, so I know they're gonna come to play, but so are we. So
Where's that at?
Lupton,
Let's go. Fire.
yes
So
sir.
it's a home game. But dude, Southern Miss is a weird one because they're somebody that like you don't think about, but they're really good all the time. Like they've always been good, especially being in Mississippi. We play them every single year, so they're really good. But let's talk more about yourself. Obviously, um, had a great freshman year. Nobody had a good year besides Peyton Tolley last year. This year, how are we feeling? I know it's super early, so it's impossible to give you numbers because who cares about numbers this early? But
No, I feel great. I mean, got off to kind of a slow start, but things are starting to pick up. I just needed a haircut this past week, and now we're rolling.
yeah,
So last year I got my buzz cut a little too late, but I try something
did
a
you
little
go?
different this year.
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
got
It's
like
more of a
off, yeah,
good.
mullet faux hawk, whatever you want to call it. But now we're doing great. Where things are starting to come together for us. So we love Coach
Good.
Mo, and he's
You know
got us right.
what's so funny about baseball is like a haircut could actually change it. Like it's so dumb, but changing something up psychologically, you're like, okay, yeah, this is gonna make me hit better somehow. But
Oh,
I don't know.
exactly. I've had the best week of practice this week, so knock
Isn't
on
that so?
wood.
Like just I don't know. But
Yeah.
Speaking of Mo, I know you had Bruce for 2 years, but Mo this year. How are we feeling? I know I've gotten a lot of feedback from coaches and stuff. They love him, but
Yeah, no, I love Coach Mo. He's a great guy. I mean, no hate on Coach Bruce. I love him, but Coach Mo's, I mean, they're both great coaches, and yeah, Mo just it's the same but different. Just I don't know how to explain it. Mo, like, well, I don't know. He's a real funny. I don't know how to explain. He's like I've never met someone like him, so it's hard to explain how he is. Which he's great to be around, and he's a great energy to have around us, and all the guys love him. The coaches love him, so
yeah,
it's great.
he's a high energy guy, huh?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. From what I've seen too is like I mean we hit homers last year, but we didn't hit as many homers as we'd like to. I think we're gonna rely on the long ball a little bit more this year, like less bunts, less hits and runs. Am I right or no?
Oh yeah, we're gonna do less small ball this year, I would say, and we're gonna put some more good swings on the baseball. We do have a very athletic team though, so
Yeah.
we have a lot of speed. I think once guys start getting a little bit more comfortable, like on the base paths, more bags will get stolen. We'll maybe put some more hit and runs and things like that. But I think we're gonna do less small ball this year, and we're gonna drive in some more runs.
Yeah, because I mean, from what I've seen, it looks great so far. But like, are you talking about the run game as far as the step thingy? Like, is that what you're?
No, It's the same thing, but it's just like I don't know. Guys are getting the hang of it a little bit. I don't know. I guess it's kind of the same, but Coach Mo's really like getting on us and being aggressive on the base paths and all that stuff. So, um, yeah,
I used to have a coach that would tell me like if you don't get thrown out 85% of or no, if you are only safe 85% of the time, then you're doing it right. Like if you are if your steal percentage is 100%, then you're not running enough. Like you need to get thrown out, or that means
yeah,
you're not.
yeah. Yeah, you can't be scared, and especially like it's the beginning of the season. Every team's starting to figure out like who they are and their identity. So we can't be scared to mess up, be aggressive. And if it doesn't end up working out being that aggressive, then you could take a step back. But it's easier to do that than trying to speed everything up. So
Yeah, it's way better to make a mistake stretching a single into a double versus ended up not scoring a run because you didn't stretch that double out when you could have. Like, especially I feel like TCU baseball especially is that way of like we're gonna play aggressive, we're gonna run around all day. I
yeah,
don't
for sure. Yeah.
know. What you got, Vince?
Man, I was just gonna say that's a thing in life in general. Like I'm a pro poker player, and you always want to just err on the side of aggression and make people adjust to you.
Mhm.
I mean, well, it's like a game theory thing. It's like sports life. Like you never want to just be too conservative. It's shoot or shoot.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why
Yeah.
I would always be taking Anthony's money when we were playing poker.
No,
Just
I
get,
was gonna,
so you know, people.
no, they don't know anything about sweats. So
I know, I know. I wish we could teach him sweats. Sweats is a really fun
That,
game.
that's
no.
that's funny. I'm playing World Series of Poker Chicago tomorrow, so I'm kind of
Oh,
Really?
good luck.
yeah. I'm in the spin. I hadn't played it yet this year, but
How many
anyway, people, what's up?
how many guys are in that?
Oh, this thing tomorrow is like a $400 buy-in, but it's going to have like 2,000 people. So it's kind of
Mm,
like a lotto, but the winner's going to win 100 grand off $400. So maybe it can be me. But regardless,
the,
our fans here are here to talk college baseball. So it's enough about my poker career. I
Listen,
want to I was about your freshman year because I mean like you were like a freshman All American. I know TCU had a really good year that year, and TCU baseball has a freaking fire tradition the last 20 years. I mean, there was a stretch last decade. They made Omaha 4 years in a row. And I know, Coach Slosh did a great job, but Coach Sarloos is awesome too. And then last year, and I remember 2 years ago, y'all started slow and then y'all won like 14 in a row in May or something crazy. And y'all were like the hottest team in the country hitting the tournament. But then last year was like an inverse of it where y'all started like 13 or 14 and 0. But I guess y'all burned up your hot streak late and y'all ended up fading and didn't end up having the year that people are pretty used to. But I guess a long-winded way of asking, your freshman year, like you just killed it. How fun was that year?
Oh, it was great. It was amazing. I mean, I had plenty of guys that took me under their wing. I mean, a first rounder to my right, and then Trey Richardson to my left, who's with the Cardinals organization, and then at first base we had Cole Fontenelle, who's in big league camp, and then center field or not Logan Maxwell, center field Elijah Nunez, who's with the Nationals right now. So I just had a good group of veteran guys that just took me under their wing and really, really helped me out and really helped me get comfortable right away. And along with the coaching staff, Coach Starlos, Coach Bruce, all those guys, I had tons of support from them. And then, I mean, the fans, you can't beat TCU fans. They're amazing. So uh, whenever you're kind of having a tough stretch or something like that, they'll pick you up, they'll cheer you on still. So that's what I love about TCU.
Well, you had a huge freshman year. Obviously, you probably. I mean, you set the damn bar so high, and then I know last year didn't go quite as well for you. Was that like hard on you mentally, or like what was that like?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a tough challenge for me mentally. After last, or it was a weird journey because last year, obviously, I think I was also upset with how the team wasn't doing and felt like I was doing my part. And I think that just kind of maybe trickled down or something with a bunch of other stuff. So, yeah, it was definitely a hard mental journey, but I'm glad I went through it. I'm glad that God put me through it and uh, came back stronger, had a good fall. And things are rolling now in the spring. So, um, I mean, that's all part of God's plan for me, and I'm not going to complain about it because, yeah, it was bad at the moment. I was in the trenches, but um, I also had guys to help pick me up, like Peyton here and a lot of other guys on the
Yeah, I
team.
was in the
And
trenches too.
yeah,
There
so
was there was
uh,
not very many people were doing great last year. I don't know what it is. Like that's what's so weird about baseball is like we're so talented and we were so good, and then all of a sudden the wheels fall off and we don't know, like we don't even know what we're doing anymore. I don't know, man. It's a weird game, but you're right. Like it definitely does help you. You just got to figure out a way to not put that pressure on yourself
yeah,
this year. Like it's impossible not to think about the future, but at the same time, everybody knows that the more you worry about the future, the worse it is for you right now. So
yeah, exactly.
Well, last weekend, man, what that crowd for that Arkansas TCU game. We were freaking 17, 18,000 people. That was a hell of a tournament. That showcase. What was that like playing in that environment?
That was awesome. I mean, my freshman year, we played them. It's the second, yeah, second day. So it was a Saturday, second game of the season. Played them in Globe Life, same thing. I think there was about the same amount of people. And I mean, it was awesome. It was kind of like I mean, we opened up against Vandy, which was crazy. My first at bat was against Vanderbilt, and then we play Arkansas the next day, and um, it was awesome. Gave me the chills. It was pretty surreal. I mean, every time I'm in Globe Life, honestly, it just feels like I'm in a movie because it's like you're playing in a big league stadium, and I'm standing like where Corey Seager plays all the time, and I'm like, wow, like this is cool. Like there was a bunch of fans there, but then I would like imagine like 20,000 more fans like for the World Series, and I don't know. It's crazy. It gives me chills, and also it's a good motivation too for the future. Just keep my head down, working hard because this isn't the end goal. It's a kind of like a stepping stone. So it's just kind of personal motivation for me there, and also for Omaha to make it to Omaha too, because that's what Omaha feels like.
that's what I was gonna ask you if Globe Life is even special now, but I guess you kind of already answered that. Your freshman year, like say you opened up in Globe Life, did you know you were starting? Like did you know basically from the fall and from winter, like okay, I'm the starting shortstop, or was it still like up for debate?
I mean, I was like 90% sure,
Yeah,
and you know how like the coaches would put the lineup up like 10 minutes before the game would start.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I'm like in one of like the first hitting groups or whatever, and then I'm the only one that's playing short for like BP. So I'm like, okay, like there's a pretty good chance. And then when I see my name, I look at the lineup, I go down from one all the way to nine, and I'm right there, nine
you,
hole, which I mean, yeah, so happy. And then I see my name and my picture on the jumbotron and in the big league park for my first college game. So, and then what's crazy too, my first at bat, I swung at the first pitch and I hit the ball center field. I think it was almost on the warning track. I was like, oh my gosh, like welcome to college. Like it was surreal, and it's crazy thinking about it. And yeah, just very blessed to have had that opportunity. So
yeah. Globe Life is so much fun. Like I don't think you could ever get used to it. Like even maybe if you were a big leaguer and like if you played for the Rangers, then yeah. But dude, going there every single time, it would be so much fun. And it feels huge, but then the ball flies kind of there. Like it'll go out and it's especially to right, but maybe not as
yeah,
left.
yeah.
It's
Well,
awesome
it's
what
yeah,
Globe Life has done to embrace college baseball. I mean,
Yeah.
freaking opening three, like not just like a one weekend thing. This is the third weekend in a row of showcase games there. I watched the LSU Dallas Baptist game there last night.
Yeah.
Uh, it's just so cool.
Come
It's
on,
so
man.
cool to me to see them embrace it so much.
It is actually
yeah,
really cool, actually.
yeah. And I think they also host some not college, but high school games there too, like for the like the schools around Dallas, like that area. So I don't know, like schools from I think Mater Day High School practice at here at TCU yesterday or the day before because I think they're playing Globe Life soon or something like that. So
Mhm.
they do a great job with not only like letting big leaguers play there, but like giving the amateur players a chance to see what it feels like and playing in a big league park. So it's awesome.
When you were coming out of high school, where else did you think about going other than TCU?
I only had 2 offers, so it was either TCU or University of Texas, which is pretty ironic now that the head coach, whenever I got recruited to TCU, is now the head coach at Texas. But I mean, I I wouldn't rather be anywhere else. I love TCU. I love Fort Worth. I can't imagine myself playing anywhere else or living anywhere else. And I'm very blessed and grateful for the people that I've met along the way too. So I mean, TCU has blessed me with more than I can ask for. Me and my family. They also, whenever they see my parents or family at the game, they all say hi to them too if they see them wearing like my number or something like that. So, yeah, I love TCU and wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Yeah, the environment those coaches have built is really really cool. They're some really good dudes. I mean, you loved it so much you got your brother to come there. So
Yeah, yeah. He actually, we did sim games today. He hit a bomb today, and
oh,
we did sim games yesterday too, and he hit a bomb yesterday. So.
yeah, I mean, they have him just playing catcher, or where they got him right now?
Yeah, catcher, and I don't know, maybe I mean we got Carson Bowen back there, and then Nolan Traeger, who's gotten some innings there too. So
Yeah,
hopefully he'll get an opportunity. He's waiting for it. He's probably the hardest worker on the team, honestly, and just waiting for an opportunity. And yeah, he's gonna be ready when it comes.
that's cool.
I've heard. I hadn't been to a game at Lupton, but I've heard the atmosphere is awesome. It seems like TCU's. I know it's a private school, but the fans are super involved, and it seems like the fans are real close to the players. It seems like a very tight knit community.
Oh yeah, it's awesome, and also the stands are pretty cool because it's like it kind of feels like they're right on top of you, so
Mm.
it's pretty loud too, because they're right there. And it's funny too. I mean, I'm sure it is with every college stadium with the students chirping the other team and all that stuff, which is always puts a smile on everyone's face.
Where do you hear it the worst? Like outside of Lupton, obviously. Like where do you when we go to play there? You're like, bro, I'm gonna get so upset.
Uh, I remember so the first time I ever got chirped was at OU, which our first conference tournament or our first conference series in my freshman year, but that wasn't bad. I was just like, oh wow, like that's stupid. But the worst is Texas Tech for sure.
Yeah.
That I don't know why anyone would want to go to Lubbock to go to school. But we go there this year. It should be fun. I got a few buddies on that team, and yeah, their fans are interesting. And I think the Sunday game, it was a rubber match on Sunday my freshman year. We had Braden Taylor got ejected and Coach Sarlos got ejected in that same game. So, and then one of our guys got hit in the head and had to get taken out, and it was just crazy.
Wow.
I think also I fouled a ball off my leg, my front leg, and I like fell on my butt,
Yeah.
and all the fans started cheering like there was a home run like
Huh.
happening. So I was like, I was like, what's going on? And my parents refused to go to those series because they know that they'll probably say the wrong things to the wrong fans, and it won't turn out good, especially when my mom gets mad. So
Yeah, but that's what makes it so much fun when you win is just like rubbing it in their face. Even though they should mean nothing to you, like who cares if a fan's chirping, but it is so much fun to win. Bro, do you remember who we were playing? It was a midweek game and we traveled to the midweek game against some team and we got our butts spanked. And I was like one of my first games I was playing third and I think I made like 3 errors that game. And I was getting hell from the students were like right there on the side.
oh,
You
was it
remember?
like a purple team?
Yes, yes. You
It was
remember?
it. Yeah, it was. I don't know. We just played Tarleton. That's why I'm thinking of them right now. But I don't think we didn't play Tarleton
Abilene
at
Christian,
Tarleton.
maybe.
Maybe it was.
Yeah,
I think you're right. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
no, they're
yeah,
purple.
yeah.
yeah. It's Abilene
Oh,
Christian.
I tell you, that's the worst I got it last year was by those things. Oh my gosh. I
Yeah,
hate seeing that stuff.
yeah.
But that
I'm
was
kind of like, yeah, that was crazy.
yeah,
I'm kind of lucky because I'm like in the middle of the field, so the only time I'll get chirped is like if I'm going up to the plate or if I'm at the plate. But I usually don't hear anything when I'm actually on the field. So
yeah. That's what like I always say. Even whenever I'm batting, like when I'm in the box, I don't notice anything. When I'm on deck, you do, but like when you're in the box, it's weird. Like you actually can zone in and not hear some of that stuff. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I love it. I think it's
Yeah.
great, but not whenever players are doing it. I hate when players do it because I think it's so dumb. But
Yeah, it is.
it is.
Yeah. No, it's definitely funny. It makes the game fun.
Yeah.
So unless you're getting your butts
Honestly,
kicked, but
well, yeah. Then it's not fun, and Bruce would be on our ass.
yeah.
He'd be on to us. Do you think the worst you've ever gotten it was whenever we went to Cincinnati, like by coach? He caught us all up.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I'm surprised. Yeah.
That's
That
about.
was
I mean, I was hurt. I remember I had a hamstring issue. I think it was, and
yeah.
he called me
And he
out. And
just started
I was like, I'm not even
yeah.
playing. I don't know what you want me to do here.
Yeah, I think it was kind of just an in the moment thing. He was just saying whatever came to his mind, but
Which is
I
somewhat
mean,
fair. We were not doing well, but
yeah,
it was
yeah,
funny.
it was kind of funny because I was in the back kind of hiding, so that's probably why he didn't say anything to me. So
Oh, you didn't even get yelled at then?
no, well, I was in the group, but I didn't like get personally attacked.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah,
Have
yeah.
you had to get on to anybody this year? Like, some of the freshmen or anything?
Uh, yeah, just like kind of like don't be like so like
Don't be an idiot.
an idiot or like don't think that everyone is like don't think that you're the main character, like, basically that, because like, everyone's, like, doing the same thing, and, like, you're not as bad as you think, you're not as good as you think either, so,
Yeah,
um, but no, not really, honestly.
that's
We
good.
just
True.
yeah, the season's still young, so we still have plenty of time for me to
Yeah.
but I'm not that type of, like, guy to like, if I wanna yell at someone, like, I really have to pull it out
Yeah.
of myself because, like, I'm like neither of us are like those types
Yeah.
of like leaders. Like, I will if I have to, but like it's like you could tell it's fake. Like fake getting mad because I want to like laugh at myself because I just
Yeah.
imagine myself like screaming and like I don't know. It's just
That's the worst when you got a guy that like tries to, all right, everybody up, and then he like tries to yell at him because if he's not that type of person, because then everybody just receives it like, okay, bro, this is fake, or like we're not gonna receive it the same. I would
yeah,
I never was. I knew I couldn't be the person that would yell at somebody because I wasn't. I was never that guy. So then, if I ever was to try, it like just wouldn't. Nobody would actually. They'd laugh at it.
yeah,
So
exactly.
different
Like
way.
I think it was yesterday or the day before. Like we were doing some type of drills and like the pitchers were messing up. Like they were like giving it half their energy. Like and I brought everyone up and I was just like, kind of just like words of encouragement instead, like, let's go pick it up. Like, this is BS. We shouldn't be playing, like, practicing like this. It's like that, but I would never like, let's go, come on. Like, we're better than this.
Yeah,
Cause, like, that's just like cringy to me
it's
because
fake.
I'm
It
not
is.
that type of guy.
Yeah, but you took on a leadership role even last year. Is this year you feel like more? I mean, we didn't have captains when we were at TCU, but like you're one of the main leaders on the team. Are you still that way? Are you more of it this year? Like, would you? I thought that was probably one of the cooler experiences I got to do because I wasn't necessarily that at Ole Miss. Like, I got to feel like I was a big part of it.
Yeah, I think last year, like, the difference between last year and this year with the leadership role is, like, I'm way more comfortable being like that leader, that guy, like, not being like not
Hmm.
thinking like, "Oh, I'm doing this because I want everyone to look at me," but I'm doing this because like, I want everyone to, like, get better and actually,
Yeah.
um, do better, and I think I've done a better job. Cademan's, like, the leader of the pitchers, and I'm, like, the leader of the hitters, I guess, and, um, we both live together, so, we both talk too, so we kinda, like, co-pilot each other if you'd say it like that, but, yeah, I'm way more comfortable leading this year, and, yeah, it's a lot not easier, but it comes more naturally, I feel like, this year.
Mhm. Yeah.
I got a couple just funny TCU Fort Worth questions in general. First of all, I visited there I got in coming out of high school. The women to man ratio I remember was very good. Seems like a good spot to be a guy. Wasn't it like two? Is it still like 2/3 women?
Uh, I I think last time I heard it was like 4-1 girls to guys or something like that.
Yeah.
That's
But
nuts. I remember
yeah,
the very first time it got like hot again after the winter, maybe like later in the spring, in that one lawn area where all the girls lay out. I was like, "What is going on here? Oh my gosh!"
yeah. The I don't
Listen,
know what I don't know what you're talking about. No, but yeah, there is a lot of women that go to TCU, but I have no interest. I have no interest in any of them.
good
Yeah.
answer. It's a good answer. You need to stay away.
All right. Other questions on Fort Worth I've got. Billy, you ever go to Billy Bob's?
Yes, I've been there a couple times.
Yeah,
Okay.
but this year is his first year to ever go because he would not have been allowed to go
Okay.
previous years.
No, I've been there. I think I've actually only been there twice. One was like for orientation. Like we took a like. Actually, I've been there 3 times. One was like kind of orientation type deal. Like we took a tour, kind of, and then second time was uh to see Flatland Cavalry for a concert, and the other time was with my girlfriend just to go. I think someone was performing. No, I don't think anyone was performing. We went there to hang out. So it was pretty cool there, and there's a lot of. I mean, it's uh, stockyard, so it's a lot of line dance and all that country stuff. So um,
Yeah, the
pretty
stockyards
fun.
is fun, man. I had a great time in the stockyards. It's actually really cool. When I would have like buddies come in and see Fort Worth that weren't from Texas, and we'd go there, and they're like, "What in the world is this? This is the wild, wild west." I'm like,
Yeah.
"No,
Well, it's like what people who've never been to Texas think what Texas is like.
yeah,
Like
yeah."
take them to the stockyards and like that's like your stereotypical like what people from like Michigan and like New York like think that Texas
That's what I
is.
think it all is. The
Yeah.
only thing I never got to do was see the cattle drive. I never did that. I don't know why, but
I've
maybe
never done it either, so
yeah.
The,
But
let's just
stockyards,
watch. Oh,
man,
the
yeah,
other
it's
spot I got
fun.
to ask about is have you been to Heim Barbecue?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
I know they're big TCU supporters, man. They got named top barbecue in Texas. That means they're like one of the
Oh
best in the
really?
world. Some friends do
Oh
that on
yeah.
Twitter. I heard it's awesome.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. It's I think I forgot I haven't been there in a little bit, but I mean, the place is really nice, it's clean, all the barbecue is really good, and, they got free refills on the fountain drinks too, so that's always good, but yeah, it's a good little place. I've never met the owner, but I've seen his stuff on Twitter, and he seems like a really cool guy,
Yeah, it seems like
so
he supports TCU a lot. I think he does some stuff with NIL too.
oh, probably need to get on that then. I need to
Yeah.
hit him up.
Yeah, y'all need to be at Heim Barbecue and y'all's post game meals, man. What are y'all doing?
Seriously.
Oh, I know. That's
Actually,
true, I need to
TCU
get on
was
that.
pretty good with the meals. Like we would have some pretty good post game, pre game meals, and even the what's it training table, the little cafeteria, like that was pretty solid. Wasn't always the best, but it was pretty solid. Um, did it? I can't remember if in the spring. Are you still required to go a certain amount? Was that always a
Yeah, in the fall, we had to go 4 times a week, and then in the spring, Lowe's hasn't really said anything about it. Everyone's kinda kept quiet and asking him, but, no, I still go, and, I mean, the food's great,
yeah,
or for most of the most part, and, I mean, it's free, so you can't complain about that,
yeah,
but no, yeah, it's good. It's the same thing as last year, so, um, can't complain.
I know
yeah,
y'all took a tough. Y'all took. I just talking with Peyton, and I follow D1 baseball and all. Seemed like y'all took a real tough blow, and y'all's Friday night got I believe Tommy John before the year. I mean, I know that's part of
Yeah.
baseball. People get hurt, but was that like demoralizing, or is it just next man up? It is what it is.
I mean, when everyone heard the news, we were all like
yeah.
But but, I mean, yeah, I mean, next man up is kind of the mentality you have to have, especially with baseball, I feel like. I mean, with any sport probably, honestly. But yeah, next man up, Cademan. All our pitchers are good. We have such good depth this year that yeah, losing Ben, I mean, it's obviously a huge blow, but we have guys that are willing to take the opportunity and are excited for it. And next man up, I mean, Ben took it really well actually, or from what I could tell. Like he's like head of bullpen operations. I think that's his role now. So he's hanging out in the bullpen with a walkie-talkie with the guys, and uh, he's doing what he can to help the team out, which is support everybody, help anyone out where they need to be helped. And yeah, Ben's a great guy. He's gonna come back stronger, whether it's next year at TCU or playing pro ball next year. So um,
That one definitely hurts, but that just shows the culture right there. Like like if you actually look him up, it says his new title is whatever, head of the bullpen operations or whatever. I think it's so funny.
yeah, he's definitely took pride in that since he's gotten hurt, and every day he's a smile on his face, ready to go, ready to help. He can't sweat, so he's not allowed to sweat. So after we win a game and he's coming from the bullpen, he's like speed walking, giving us our high fives in the line, and we're all waiting for him. It's always pretty funny. But yeah, he's nothing bad to say about that guy ever. He's great.
Yeah, he is
The-
awesome.
Obviously, Big 12 lost Texas and Oklahoma, but still a really deep league. You know, you look at it, I mean, y'all, Arizona and Oklahoma State, all in the top 25 to start the year, but then you like look around it and like Kansas State almost made the College World Series. Obviously, y'all lost to them Sunday. They're good. Cincinnati's been a big surprise team to start the year. You know, Arizona State certainly got a great tradition and program. Texas Tech's always pretty good. It kind of feels like a league where, you know, everybody's going to beat up on each other and you're not going to have a lot of easy nights. West Virginia almost made the College World Series. Hell, it seems like it's a tough league.
Yeah, I mean, losing Texas and OU is definitely definitely tough because we always love going up to OU and down to Austin to play those Texas guys. But yeah, we added a lot of great teams and also a new travel schedule. So I'm really excited to go. I think we go to Utah, then we go to Orlando to play UCF, then uh, we go to Tucson to play Arizona, so I'm really excited about uh, going to all those places, and I'm probably most excited about going to Utah because it's our last series, so it's gonna feel nice,
Yeah,
and yeah, so I'm excited to go over there.
yeah. The Big 12 is honestly is pretty deep now. I mean, obviously you lost Texas and Oklahoma, but right now, I mean, I think they're up there with the best. So it's definitely not something you can kind of overlook. It's a really good league.
What's it like if
Yeah.
you played it? What's it like playing at Oklahoma State? That always looks like kind of a crazy environment.
Yeah, so I mean, before last year, we played them last year. All I heard was that it's a boombox and the ball flies there. But unfortunately, whenever we went, there was like I don't think there was a single home run all weekend.
The wind was howling in. It was the weirdest thing ever.
Literally straight in. And then also, we went Texas. Usually the wind blows out too, but the wind was blowing in at Texas, so we kind of ran into some bad luck over there last year, those two places. But Oklahoma State's beautiful. I mean, they redid their state. They got a new stadium in 2020, and I mean, it looks like a minor league ballpark. They're from their batting cages to their little turf area in the behind the field to their weight room. Um, yeah, and just everything about it. So it was cool going over there, and I mean we lost the series, but it's a beautiful place.
Yeah, one of the cooler places I played at,
Mhm.
without a doubt.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, y'all, I know Southern Miss should be a tough test this weekend, and then we're 2 weeks out from Big 12 starting. I'm glad to hear,
Mhm.
you know, y'all off to a good start. Feel like this is optimistic, going to be a good season.
Yes, sir. Just God's plan, and we're gonna ball out this year. We're not gonna have a repeat of last year. I'll tell you that. So we
And
got a chip on our shoulder. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, Peyton, you got any other questions for him?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
All right. Well, I want to say thanks to Anthony Silva, star TCU shortstop, for joining us. And as I said, we're proving to the world we can interview people not from the University of Mississippi. We've got some more lined up that aren't from Ole Miss this next few weeks. Check out the Southern Miss at TCU series. Shout out to the Watch ESPN app. I'll be watching. If you don't have it, it's just awesome. I remember 8 years ago, couldn't watch any college baseball games ever. Now you can watch all of them. It's the best thing ever.
Yeah.
But yeah, looking forward to it. And I'm going to hopefully try to make a trip down there at some point. I know, Peyton, I'm sure you'll hit some games this year.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to get up there.
You
eventually.
better. Yeah, you better.
I was supposed to go last weekend, bro, but don't even get me started. It's whatever.
All right. Yeah, well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. Good talking to you. And good luck poker this weekend.
Yeah, I knew. I hadn't played. Last time I played was November, and I play like a lot of the $1,700 and the big main events. But if I hadn't played, the main events next weekend. But if I hadn't played in 3 months, baseball is the same way. You don't pick up a baseball bat for 4 months and you go play a big one. Probably not going to win. So I need to get my ass in there and warm up.
Yeah, good. Go win us some money.
Yeah.
Let's do it, man. All right, let's get freaking hot, boys. 2025.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Let's do it.
Thanks to Anthony Silva, TCU shortstop, and Peyton Chatinier. More college baseball content coming all season long. I can't wait. Conference play starting in 2 weeks. We're going to turn the shit. It's Barstool. Let's turn this shit up, boys.
Yes, sir.
All right. Y'all take it easy. Thanks again.